What's good, y'all? Me, not much. That's weird. Fucking YouTube skipped a few seconds. That's weird, man. Well, at least it did on my end. I don't know if it did on everybody else's end. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta grab a cigarette. Hold on. Wait, where are my cigarettes? Fuck. Shit, man. I don't know. I don't remember where I put my cigarettes, fam. Shit. Oh, it's right behind my computer. Oh man. I've been feeling drained, fucking exhausted for some reason. Hmm. Physically exhausted. I'm like, man, damn, man. I don't know why I feel depressed. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been in my own head. And I be in my own head a lot about a lot of things. Guess that's one thing about me that Ruben didn't really like too much. Ruben is a friend of mine. Or he was a friend of mine. Or he never was a friend of mine. Depends on how you look at it. Because I damn sure wouldn't invite somebody over just to smoke up all their weed. I'd have stuff already with me. I'd already have weed with me. And what I would do is give that person some weed to smoke on their way home. Be like, look, man, since you chill with me, the best way I could show you how much I appreciate that is to give you some weed to take home with you. I won't give you all my weed, but I'll give you some weed to take home with you so you can smoke. Since you hung out with me and we were cool, shit. Most I can do is repay you by giving you some bud for hanging out with me and smoking with me. Shit, it sucks when you have to chill by yourself, man. That shit tends to drive you fucking crazy. You be wanting to scream and all kinds of shit. You just hate it, you know? They say human beings are social creatures, and I'm starting to believe that now. I'm like, holy shit, that might be true. It got me thinking. At first, I was like thinking, man, I don't need to socialize with nobody. And then I was like, wait, maybe I do need to socialize with people. I kind of argued with myself on that one, man. But shit. Sometimes I live stream on YouTube, sometimes I don't. Mostly I'm on Facebook. I can't go live on my Facebook page because I don't know. I don't have 100 followers, and I'm only at 44 followers and 44 likes on Facebook. Plus, I haven't really been working on anything because I just been, I don't know, man. I don't really want to say too much about it. It's just that I've been fucked up, man. Some of y'all out there might think, oh, it's just some bullshit. I'm like, man, try having your grandma die. I wouldn't wish that on no one, but if your grandmother died, I guarantee you, you wouldn't be smiling, jumping up and down and shit. You'd probably be fucking devastated, tore up, crying. And anyone who tells you that they wouldn't be sad about a relative dying, they're lying. Shit, I've been fucked up about that for a while, man. And July 9th of this year makes 1 year since my grandma's passing. Man, a lot of times shit like that will fuck you up and you'll never be the same again. I swear, dude. When you lose somebody, you'll never be the same again. You'll be fucked up for a long time. And no one or nothing could ever fill that void of the people that you lost, you know? Shit, I've been fucked up ever since my grandmother's passing, you know? A lot of people tell me, oh, if you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. Reach out to somebody. I'm like, man, nah, man. I don't want to burden people with shit like this. They're like, nah, don't ever think of yourself as a burden. I'm like, man, that's the way I see it. That's the way I perceive it, man. Because due to reasons from the past, I have a difficult time telling people, hey, man, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. So most of the times I put on the act that I am okay because I don't want people knowing, hey, are you all right? Or is there something wrong or anything? That's why when I lived in Fort Meade, I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I was fucking sad all the time. And then I walk outside with a smile, pretending everything's okay, only to come home and cry. I put on two faces. My face when I'm at home, which wasn't a very happy face. I was fucked up, man. I was really fucked up. Oh man, shit. Sometimes it's hard to keep it together and pretend everything's okay when you know, man, this shit hurts. I don't feel right at all. But I want them knowing that. I don't want other people knowing that. It's like, hell no, I don't want people knowing I'm fucking depressed. If I am depressed, I don't want to tell nobody. I don't even go for mental health, even though I should. My mind screams it. My mind screams mental health all the time. And I'm like, nah, man. What do they understand? I think they could kind of help to a certain extent, but they don't really get the clear picture of everything. Shit. Wait, do I got a message on Facebook? No. Oh, man. Shit. Damn, man. I'm about to roll a blunt. Hold on. That's the reason why people stopped asking me if I was all right is because they got tired of me lying to them. Shit, it'd be like that sometimes. Shit, that's the one thing I feel like I can't be honest about most of the times. Tell you what's funny about my former friend Ruben. That dude's never lived by himself once. I have. I bring this up because one day he was talking about how I'm like him. I always lived with people or I lived with my mom. I'm like, dude, I haven't always lived with my mom. My mom moved out when I turned 19 or 20, something like that. And what's weird is he says he hates my friend Malcolm, but yet he hits him up. I'm like, man, what the fuck? That's crazy. Malcolm told me about it. He was like, dude, you know who hit me up the other day? I was like, who? He's like, Ruben. I'm like, damn, doesn't he hate us? He hates all three of us, me, you, and Gary. Even though Gary ain't done shit to him. Gary don't have time to talk to nobody. Gary works all the time. But then again, I guess with people like that, you don't have to do nothing for them to hate you. They'll hate you for the sake of hating you. Ah, man. Because they still live at home with their moms and they don't really know too much about independent life. And basically, without his mom, he'd be fucked. He'd be fucked. Man, there's this lady at the fucking store that sells my favorite soda, Fago. She sells Fago. I'd be wanting to talk to her, man. I'd be wanting to talk to that, man. But I'm like, chances are that chick probably has a man. And before you know it, he'll be looking for a guy with face tattoos so he could kick his ass. Guy with face tattoos who has a tattoos that resembles a grin. And I'm the only person I know in town who has a tattoo grin on his face. So yeah, you know what's crazy? My sister was supposed to come visit me on the 14th of I think probably like 2 months ago or last month. Never showed up. I'm like, damn. My family do that to you. Huh. Should be crazy, man. Damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. This guy in this movie I was watching, he was being held hostage by this crazy ass family. He managed to kill the dad, and right when he was going to escape, he went out the door, and the mom came out and shot him dead. I'm like, damn. That shit was crazy. Damn, I wanted to step to that lady and talk to her at the store, man. I'm like, damn, man, shit. I be missing my chances, man. Fuck. But one day I need to. One day I need to tell my inner thoughts, fuck you. And just straight up just tell that chick what's up. Be like, hey, let's chill sometime or something. Say something. Say something. Give it a shot, you know? You know, Malcolm be telling me you be missing the shots you don't take. I'm like, sometimes I don't know, fam. Sometimes I don't know when to take shots and when not to take shots. Sometimes I be wanting to take shots all the time, but shit don't work out too good. But he said he finally got what I meant when I was talking about not having anyone to talk to and being like fucking alone, alone and shit. He hit me up telling me about that. I'm like, yeah, I told you, man. I told him, dude, it's like this. If either one of us were the only person on Earth and we had no one else to talk to because we were the last person in existence, y'all remember that TV show, Last Man on Earth, that used to come on Fox? Imagine that, except without him ever finding out about the other woman, without him finding out about the only woman on Earth. Just being completely isolated on one planet. Nobody else is around. Nobody to talk to or have social interactions with. You can't tell me you wouldn't go crazy. You absolutely would. You would go fucking crazy. Anybody would. I don't care who you are. You could be the sanest person or you could be the craziest person. It has that same effect on everybody. Sometimes I just need to say fuck my inner thoughts and just go against them. Go against them sometimes. Just step to a chick and say, hey, what's up? My name's Marvin. We should get to know each other. Maybe I should get your phone number. Maybe we should exchange phone numbers. Tell her, look, don't let the face tattoos scare you off, Look past that. Try to see in my heart, Because I don't look at people's outer appearance. I look at their hearts. See where they're at in their hearts and in their minds, And try not to meet like the wrong person. A friend of mine was telling me, maybe you should get in touch with your emotions. I'm like, I was like, nope. you know how you know how bad that is on a social norm in a social norms and in a social standards. You can't be in touch with your feelings. You just can't. You just can't be in touch with your emotions because a lot of people are the wrong people to be in touch with your emotions around. I believe that if you're gonna cry, do it where nobody will see you. Go somewhere where it's just you by yourself, nobody else around, nobody, and then just let it out. Let it out, man. Just cry it out when you by yourself. But when people are around, smile, relax. But don't tell them that you've been crying. Don't ever tell nobody you've been crying. That to me sounds embarrassing. I would be embarrassed to tell anybody I fucking weeped. The reason why I'm like that is because it goes back to fucking kindergarten and first grade. I used to cry in school because I my mom would drop me off, right? And I would think that I ain't never going home. My mom's leaving me here. These people are keeping me here forever. And then I fucking cry and other kids fucking laugh at me. And it's fucking hard, dude. That shit's fucking hard. I know a lot of people think it's funny, but that shit's fucking rough, dude. Being discouraged from crying at an early age is fucking rough. At that point, you don't even feel like crying no more. You just feel like faking this shit for everybody. I think the only time I ever cried in front of people that weren't family was around other kids in like children's church and Sunday school when I used to go to church. I once fucking wept because I didn't like being away from my grandmother, and I was like little. Everybody was little at one point. Shit. Damn, I miss my grandma though. Grandma passed away July 9th of 2023, man. That shit sucked, man. That was the worst year for us, man. I'm like, the way I look at it now, since my grandmother is gone, every year is going to be bad. I don't mean to be negative about it or have a negative perspective or be what's that word? Pessimistic. My pronunciation is sometimes off sometimes, but yeah, you get what I mean. I'm not trying to be like that or think like that, but I'm like, damn, man, why did my grandma have to fucking die, man? If there wasn't enough going on already. It's funny how Ruben said I was a liar and all this shit, but He was just resentful, you know. He was just a resentful person, and I had no business being friends with that dude. I should have never met him, and it was that fucking bitch ass girl named Brianna that introduced me to him. And the difference about me and Ruben is that at least if I said I've changed or I've become nicer to people, I could say I actually did it, you know. I mean, I don't fabricate changes about myself to make myself seem like a good person, you know. I either made the changes or I didn't. The one thing that changed about me was that from childhood, I was always mean to people. I was fucking mean. I was a little asshole back then. But as I got older, I was like, nah, man, I can't be like that no more. That was just stupid, cruel fun, but I can't do that no more. I fucking grew out of that. One thing that didn't change about me is that my fucking temper. I get fucking pissed off. Sometimes I say to myself, man, it sucks I don't live in Canada. Even though that's a liberal country, I don't really care, but they wouldn't change my beliefs on shit because I have my own beliefs and I don't like people telling me what to believe in and what not to believe in because that's my choice. Because I don't pry into other people's shit telling them what the fuck to believe in and what not to believe in. Because what you believe in is what you believe in. That's your choice. Even though I would try to tell you that I have a different belief in all this stuff, da 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 da, you know. But I couldn't convince you to believe what I believe. I could only tell you what I think and what I believe. It's your choice if you want to listen or not, you know? Most I could do is tell myself at the end of the day, I tried. Shit. You know, I got really down on myself, really destroying myself, and I was like, nah, man, I can't be doing that. A lot of other people do that. I'm not them. I swear that my words sounded like Ruben's words coming out of my mouth, and I was like, nah, that's shit fucking fat boy would say. But there's a reason why I stopped being friends with him, even before my grandma passed. That dude, that dude wasn't right. That dude wasn't right. He talked to my ex girlfriend, and he was like, "Man, she talked to me first." I'm like, dude, it don't matter who talked to who first. That shit don't matter in the grand scheme of things. The fact is, you responded back to her. And I already told all my friends, if she messages you, don't respond to her. The way I see it, Ruben made the choice to disrespect me and talk to her. And I was like, well, man, that's your shit to deal with. So I ain't got to talk to you no more. But that's not what made me block him. the first time, because the second time I actually try to be friends with him, but shit. I learned you just can't be friends with everybody. People be telling me, don't go to his house, man. Even Malcolm told me, Screwball told me, everybody in Fort Meade be telling me that shit. They'd be like, man, you better quit going to that motherfucker's house, man, because all he wants to do is just smoke up your shit, smoke it all up. And when he gets some, he's going to say, all right, Marvin, get out. Peace. I'm like, yeah, man, you right. You right. But the only reason why I share all my shit with him is to show that, hey, I'm a better person. I don't want to do somebody like that. Just because he wants to be like that and he wants to be dirty like that, I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. I don't kick someone out after they smoked up all their shit with me, all their weed with me. I get some cash, or if I have some left over, I'd smoke them up until I ran out. That's the type of dude who puts weed before friendship. And that dude never had my back. Screwball told me one time, he's like, Marvin, you know, you don't have to go to Bartow and smoke your weed with that motherfucker, man. I hear the shit he does. He be doing you. The way he be doing you. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, I know, dude. I know. But shit, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I can't help that. Sometimes I wish I wasn't. Sometimes I wish I didn't have a good heart. And I wish I could be fucking cruel to people and hurtful to people. But for some reason, I feel guilty if I do. If I even try, I'll feel guilty. I'll be like, damn, man, that ain't me, man. I can't be doing people like that. Yeah, there's some cruel sons of bitches around all over the world, but I can't repay evil with evil. Shit, man. That's what they want me to do. And in the grand scheme of things, if I repaid evil with evil, they win. You know why Ruben is the way he is about me when he talks about me in his whole circle? I'll tell you why. Because at the point me and him had a conversation, I chose to cut it off. I was like, nope, I'm not hearing any more of this shit. I just shut him down and blocked him. And that's how I beat him. And he was mad because I beat him. I didn't beat him physically. I didn't beat him like that. I beat him in a way that I could win. Because this is how I won. This is how I beat him. I decided I'm not going to hear any more of this bullshit from you, dude. This is my choice. I'm choosing not to hear any more of this garbage. You've been against me for years and pretending to be my friend. And it dawned on me. It dawned on me. The veil was lifted. You know who Ruben called one time when his cat died? He called me. He called me. Crying, sobbing. I was like, man, damn. I was like, man, I was already in my own head about shit, thinking about things and all this shit. And he just called me out of the blue. I was like, damn, dude, I'm sorry, man. That's all I could say. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. His cat was pretty old and his cat died. His cat name was Jaden. I didn't hang up on him or anything like that because some part of me felt bad for him because, man, I know what that's like. My cat died. My cat Twinkie died, and I love that cat. Damn, man. Yeah, I'm a cat person. I had a dog before. His name was Ace. He was a white lab. He was a white lab. Hell yeah. There was one time when I brought him around Malcolm's house and I had to keep an eye on him and make sure he wouldn't go near Jocelyn's dog because Jocelyn had Sassy when she was alive. And I was like, damn. I was like, Ace, come here, boy. Stay away from that pup. Stay away from that dog. Stay away from her. For real, man. Damn, I miss Ace. You know what's crazy? That was the only name that could come to mind when I was thinking of a name for a puppy that someone dropped off from me. The man was like, man, I don't have nowhere to take. I don't have nothing. I need someone to take care of this dog. And I was like, well, oh man. I was like, man, I've never had a dog before. So I took him. I took Ace under, you know. Well, that's what I named him, and everyone said that's a good name. That's a good name for the dog. Ace. I'm like, yeah, man, I couldn't help it. That's the only name I could think of. It kept ringing in my head. And also because I used to watch Batman a lot. And I guess that was the only name that could pop into mind and everybody liked it. I'm like, yeah, that's a good dog name. He was a good dog too. Yeah, he was a good dog. And according to Google, I had one of the best dogs in the world. One of the best dogs in the world. Labrador Retriever. The white lab. He was a white lab. You know, my grandfather used to say that he thought I would get drunk. I'm like, I don't drink like that. And I'm like, and besides, if I do drink, it's once a year. It's once a year, man. I don't really like drinking like that. I'm like, everybody else drinks, and a lot of people try to peer pressure me to drink, but I've always had a strong mindset to not take that garbage, you know? Like one time it was me, my friend Malcolm, and his friend George. I could say he's my friend too. He's our friend. Well, he was like one day there was like a Budweiser can on the table, and Malcolm took a sip. He took a sip, but I didn't. I wouldn't take a sip. He was like, "Man, Marvin, drink the beer, man. Drink the beer, you puss." I was like, "Man, I don't have to, dude." I'm like, "What am I proving to you by drinking a beer, man? What am I proving, you know?" Shit. I do what I want to do. I do what I tell myself to do. That's what I should have told my dad one time when he was telling me to date black women. I should have been like, "Dad, I don't do what you tell me. Yeah, I might be your seed, but I don't do what you tell me. I do what I tell myself. If it didn't come from me, I damn sure ain't listening to it. If I ain't leading it, I ain't following it. And plus, if you're leading something, you're also following yourself. If you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, you're actually following yourself. If you if you're out to do your own thing. If I'm ever in a position where I have to legally represent myself, I will fire my public defender and I will do it myself, man. I'd be like, they say uh a person who would represent themselves has a fool for a lawyer or something like that. And I was like, well, consider me that. Shit, if I'm ever on trial, I'll fucking represent myself. Be like, look, you don't have to condone my actions, but shit, I stand by them, and knowing me, they wouldn't be as bad as what they would have you make it out to be, you know? If they ever, I don't know, get rid of freedom of speech, that would suck. But now I'm just rambling on about shit, man. I'm just high as fuck. I'm high as fuck. You know, a while back I was doing that Gematria channel with Gematria is in the details or something like that. Or Gematria in the details over on Truth Click Media, but they removed a couple of videos because I mentioned something that they had a policy against and they called it medical misinformation. Because that questions the narrative. The shit I was posting should have been on Rumble because YouTube kept taking it down. They kept taking down the content. I was like, damn, bitch, that's fucked up. I don't know who's running YouTube now. I imagine somebody who's been working there for years will step up and become the CEO of YouTube. I imagine that's what they're going to do. Shit. But damn, man. Damn, man. I just been thinking. I'm trying not to say anything, but I've been thinking. There's a lot of thoughts running through my head, and I'm not trying not to say them out loud. You know. Reason why I haven't really been making music is because I've been going through shit. In my head, I've been going through shit. And a lot of people be telling me that I could hit them up if I need someone to talk to, but I don't want to burden nobody, you know? I'm like, I don't want you to feel like I'm burdening you or anything. So I'm trying to deal with it the best I can because I have, through past history, I ain't never had any good interaction trying to reach out to someone just because I was going through some shit. Everybody's always been insensitive about it. So I just quit trying, you know, and try to deal with the shit the best I can, maintain the best I can. But it's fucking hard, man. Depression is real. Depression is real as a motherfucker. And so is fucking mental health. Mental health is important. And to be real, I struggle. I struggle with mental health. But I try to manage by myself. I try to be, what is it? Independent. I try to be independent in my mindset, you know, try various coping methods. And my coping methods help me have a social life. And there was one day I did a cartwheel in Fort Meade when I was chilling with my friend. And you know, in my mind and it, actually mentally and emotionally, I didn't really want to do that, but I put on the front like I was happy enough to do it, but I really didn't have the energy for it. And it almost went wrong too because my back kind of bent like the other way, and I was like, damn, that shit hurt. I did not nail that cartwheel right. And Michael Perez, I be calling that dude Michelle Perez because he be snitching though. He be snitching on me. And he got mad at me because I said, hey man, I don't really like you because you snitched on me. And he was like, man, you don't like me? That's fucked up, man. I'm like, damn, dude. Chill, man. Damn. I didn't say I had problems with you. I just said I didn't like you. I never said I had problems with you. I don't, obviously. I just don't like you. As a person, I don't like you. But that doesn't mean I can't respect you. It's just that to me, when he snitched on me, I was like thinking, man, that's kind of low. That's kind of low. It kind of makes me feel like, well, I can't talk when this dude is around because when I say something, he goes back and tells my grandfather, no matter what it is, because he's like buddy buddy with my grandfather. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, no disrespect, but you can't be doing that, man. This is why I don't really reach out to people because of people like him. Those little actions. That's what makes me not want to reach out to people. And I think that's why most people don't really reach out to people, anyways, because people want to go blab shit to other people. I'm like, shit, bitch. If somebody confides in you, shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. and maybe people will fucking trust your ass. Shit, man. Nobody can trust you if you're gonna take what they told you and go back and tell somebody else. And you wonder why I don't like you. You mad because I don't like you. I'm like, nah, you can't be mad because I don't like you. You can be mad at yourself because I don't like you, you know? I'm like, because dude, if the roles were reversed and I was chilling with you like that, I wouldn't be going inside telling your mom and dad stuff that you told me because I don't roll like that. What people tell me, I don't go back and tell other people. I just don't roll like that. Imagine being in a long line of people and one person says something, tells this person next to them a story, right? And then the story goes all the way down to a long line of people. But when the story reaches the last person, it doesn't sound anything the same as it originally started. I'm right about this. This shit's crazy though. Somewhere in the middle of that line, the story changed. Somebody added something to it, modified what was said to it, or took some things out. But all I can say is by the time it reaches that last person, that's a whole different story. So the last person might have conflict with the first person because they heard something that was probably wasn't as the same as what this person told them. And that could be true in many cases. That could be true in a lot of cases or some cases. But damn, why did I light up another cigarette when I have one right there? Shit. Damn, man. I ain't with it. I ain't with it, man. Oh, damn, the PS5 is going to go into rest mode. Oh, I had my PS5 on because I was trying to get back into my old account. But I could not get back into my old account. Well, if it goes off, it goes off, you know? I don't even mess with the power save settings or nothing like that. I just leave it as it is. But I've been in my own head lately. I just been in my own head, you know? I'm like, shit, things haven't really been the same since my grandmother passed. Everything is all crazy and chaotic. Nothing makes sense to me anymore. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Don't worry, I ain't gonna pass out on here. But damn, man. sometimes I I don't know what to say, man. I'm a loss for words. This was like a million thoughts hitting me at one time. It's just a million thoughts coming at me at once. You ever feel like a million things are going on at one time? Like up in here, up in your head? I feel like in my mind, it's just an all out war. The positive me versus the negative me. And it's just fighting with each other. I tell you, man, I've been down since my grandmother passed. That shit is really taking a toll on me, man. Shit's, man, damn, man. I haven't gotten over it. That's my problem. I haven't gotten over it. And that bald headed chick thought I cared because she broke up with me. I was like, shit, I really didn't because I was thinking about my grandmother because my grandmother died and she was very insensitive about that shit. That fond chick, I'm like, man, that's a nasty thing to say to somebody who loses their relatives. And I don't think anybody would go for that. She was like, well, you never talked to me and blah blah blah, so I think we could be friends and all this. I'm like, nah, we can't be friends because you're friends with Ruben and all this shit. So I'm gonna do me. And plus, I try to explain to her that my grandma died, but she didn't care to hear that. I'm like, man, I thought to myself, what a bitch. So I just let her have it. I'm like, shit. And to be real with you, I don't really like bald headed girls like that. I don't like bald headed chicks like that. So peace, Baldy. She had some of her friends fucking message me on Facebook talking shit. I just blocked them because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care at all. I didn't care to hear any what they had to say because I was in my own headspace. I'm like, bitch, my grandma fucking died. You think I give a fuck if you insult me? Shit. I'm like, you could insult me all you want. That's fine. But say anything about my family, like my grandmother, I do a background check on your ass and I find out where you live and I do something, you know, because I ain't gonna let people talk about my family like that. My grandma just died. You can't play about that. You can't play about that. Tell you a story back in high school. This dude talked shit about this other dude's dad that died. He got his ass whooped. They whooped his ass. I wasn't gonna help him. I'm like, sorry, man. You said that shit about that dude's dad, and that dude's dad's dead, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't say shit about people's dead relatives, man. That's how you get your ass kicked. And it's very bad on your reputation to talk bad about someone that's dead. Damn, I don't even do that. That's like stooping to a new low. That's the worst low you can stoop. That's the worst low you could stoop. To talk ill about someone who died. I don't do that. I look at good memories of people I once remembered. Hold on. What was this guy? What was this man's name? Oh yeah, Bobby Easton. He had passed away. I was fucking down about that. I was like, damn, man, that sucks. He was funny. And he was a good person too. I remember back in the day when I used to be walking across the street, walking across town, and he asked me if I want to ride home. And I'm like, well, shit, Bobby, if it's not too much to ask, yeah, man, I'd take a ride. He's like, yeah, all right. So he picked me up and give me a ride. People be telling me the only reason why Bobby be giving you rides home, man, is because he wants someone to talk to. He just wants someone to listen to him and talk with him. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. I know what that's like. Shit. I know what that's like. It's always good to have somebody that you could shoot the shit with, you know? It's always good to have people that you could talk to and that you trust. Trust is a very important thing. And trust is something that you can't buy, even. You know, you can't buy trust. You could only earn that shit. You could earn that trust. And that's what I try to do if people give me a chance. But, you know, but once they do give me a chance, I actually don't disappoint, you know? I'm the type when it comes to relationships. If it's local, then I'm loyal. I'm loyal no matter what. Loyal or long distance. Shit, if it's long distance, it'll be brutal on me, but I'll stay loyal, man. You know, I'll stay loyal. It's just that shit like that's hard to find these days. And what's crazy is that some people would think that maybe you need to work on loving yourself. I'm like, well, I don't hate myself. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I don't hate myself because I'm not everybody else. Well, I can't say everybody hates me, but a rough percentage. I'd be like thinking to myself, damn, I miss my son too. But I think I'll have my chance again. I'll have my chance to be in contact with my son again. And when I do, I'll have to explain it to him. They might have told him their version of the truth. In their version of the truth, they could have added a lot of distortion and fabrications or and all kinds of shit that they wanted to it. But damn, I need to go through my friends list on Facebook. Shit. The reason why I had my PS5 on, I remember now. It wasn't to play games, it was to charge my phone. And damn, it's still charging. Oh shit. Hold on, hold on. But my friend Malcolm sees what I mean now. He sees what I mean on how time has went by really fast. I was like, I told you, man. I told you time accelerated 2 seconds. At first, he dismissed the theory. I'm like, dude, don't dismiss that theory, dude. You're going to realize that time has accelerated. And it might have something to do with with a with a certain what is it? Certain place in a certain area in the part of the world, in a certain part of the world. To be specific, I'm talking Geneva, Switzerland, CERN, CERN in Geneva, Switzerland. I was like thinking if they could tamper with atoms and create antimatter and all this shit, then there's a possibility that they accelerated time by 2 seconds, which isn't a good thing. Could it be fixed? I don't know. Shit. I don't know if it could be fixed, but all I can tell you is probably not. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not a physicist. I don't study physics. Man. Oh shit. Hold on, my friend is messaging me. Hold on, I'm messaging my friend right quick. My friend Tanina. Hold on. I'm still messaging my friend right quick. My friend asked me if I could leave or go on my own. I said, no, I wish I could. If I had a choice, I would be outside meeting people and having social interactions. But I can't because someone will tell on me. Because I'm in a park, in a community park where if I step out, there's people that know me and I'm not allowed to be in this park, to tell you the truth. Somebody will rat me out and my mom will get in trouble and we'd be kicked out of here. So I had to sacrifice being able to go outside and enjoy fresh air during the day because she wants to live with this jackass. She ain't showed no intentions of moving or doing anything. And if anything, she didn't even fight hard enough to even try to move back in. She just took that no, that one no once, and that was it. She didn't even argue or nothing. Shit. And I wouldn't care where I slept. Shit. I would have grew accustomed to having to jump up off the couch before everyone got up and went and did my own thing and got along just fine, you know? At least I would have been able to get up and go outside and shit, walk around, get some fresh air, say what's up to people, you know, that sort of thing. But I swear this deaf lady in here, known as my mom, she don't want me doing any of that shit ever again. I'm like, well, damn. I'm trying not to say the other word. I'm trying not to say God in front of that. So nah. But that shit sucks though. And my mom gave me this fucking this Wicca book. I'm like, Mom, I can't read this crap. She's like, why? I'm like, that's New Age. I'm like, look at the back of that shit. That shit says New Age. I can't read no New Age shit. I roll with Christianity. Shit, I'm gonna have to hop off here, y'all. All right, peace.